YouTube. Did you say YouTubes?
No. Alright, what's up, YouTube? Anyways, like I was saying, well, okay, we wasn't saying anything.
Just started the trucking out the box.
I've been trucking out the box. They be asking me all the time how I get the guap. I've been trucking out the box. Yeah, trucking out the box. I've been trucking out the box. I've been trucking out the box.
Hey, you guys, what's up, YouTube?
What's good?
We were supposed to pick up a truck today, and you know, like the reservation was ready, everything was ready. We get there, and what? Let them know we checked in.
Man, listen. First off, it took. Y'all know I've been finessing my rates because the rates, everybody's rates went up with budget to $500 a week, 15 cents a mile, I believe. Our old rate was $400 a week, so I really been fighting with my rental account manager to keep my old rental rate.
Yep.
So he went to bat for us. He made it happen, and he was able to lock us in with those rates. We don't have no mile cap, nothing.
Right.
So I was
basically
excited.
we have what we started with.
Yeah. So basically we have what we started with. So we pull up. We were excited. We was able to get a reservation also. 2017 Hinos. So we know Hinos are usually pretty good on gas. So we're like, all right, let's go get it. We drove 3 hours to go get the truck, which that's not an issue with us.
Right.
We'll hit the road and go get any type of equipment or bag that we need to get, or equipment that's gonna get us the bag. So we did that, and we pulled up. I gave him my debit card, my company debit card, got everything taken care of. At first they was trying to get me to rent it out for the month. I'm like, nah.
It sounded cool at first. Then he was like, is that gonna be more on my card? And she was like, yeah. So he's like, no, let's do week by week, cause
week by week. She's like, okay. She gave me hell because last time I turned their truck back in California, and she didn't like that. She was like, please, can you give us our truck back?
Right.
She was like, if you keep it however long you keep it, just can you make sure you please return it back to us?
Right.
I was like, yeah, I got you. So, I get it all filled out, and she's like, okay, go do the walk around. So we get out there, we do the walk around. I see
to remind y'all, we was excited because she's like, oh, it's a 2017 Hino, and we're like, okay, good, that's newer than what we just had. So like he said, we get outside, do the walk around, and we was walking around, and we just both looking like, okay, I don't know, we just checking it out or whatever.
They got the back wide open.
I
Y'all know budget, man. That's what I'm done with budget, dog. I mean, listen. I look at it like this. I could have took the truck because I am still hungry. I got that same hunger as I had when I first started. Mm-hmm. But the only difference between now and then is then I was starving. Mm-hmm. Right now, even though I'm still hungry, I just ate. So I don't have to be doing that or dealing with that type of equipment if I don't want to. So it was like I said, I'm looking at it, the whole back is rusted out. I'm looking at it hanging down. I'm like, it looks small.
Like walking up to it, you could tell it was smaller than when we recently had, like when we first started, and then the one we got now. Like you could tell it was definitely small, just like approaching it. And then in my head, I'm thinking maybe because I ain't seen it in a minute, like it's probably the regular size, but. He get in the truck and start touching the ceiling. He like, look, I can touch the ceiling. Like, he just standing there lifting his arm up, and he could touch it like without doing any extra work. So I'm like, yeah, that's definitely small.
Smallest box truck that we ever, see. And this was the most raggedy, like.
Yeah.
We hated it, y'all. We didn't like that, and we wasn't willing to settle. But I'll tell you what, we was still even thinking about it, right? I run the lift gate. I play with the lift gate for a little bit. The lift gate heavy, it ain't got no lever on it.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was rusted out too. Then I this before I shut the gate too, y'all. That's a whole nother story. So or before I shut the roll-up door. So then I go to the inside of the car or inside of the truck, and I'm looking. I mean, the seat was an air ride seat. The vehicle's not air ride, but the seat did have an airbag in it. But it was just completely old. It didn't look like a 2017. It looked older than the truck we had.
Right. You could, like I said, you couldn't tell it was a 2017. Like he said, everything was all rusted out. A real con, the depth was on the opposite side from the diesel tank. So the diesel tank on the driver's side like normal, but the depth tank was on the passenger side, which was weird because it's like when you pull into the truck stop, you're gonna have to do some extra stuff to fill up both tanks.
And one gas tank.
Yep, one gas tank. Like I said, the depth was on the opposite side, normally on the same side.
Stereo didn't work.
Yep. The inside of the cab was just small and tacky.
Even the dash, it was just
tacky.
It was just a turn on. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm still possibly willing to give it a go. So I go to the back. They already signed the paper. I give it to them. They go inside. I'm out. I get in the I climb inside of there. I start looking around, walking around, things like that. Then I go to shut the thing. I'm pulling on it. I'm like, what's going on? I'm trying to, get it down. It ain't coming down. And then I finally get it to come down, you guys. It was terrible.
It was just terrible.
We got a little footage. I wish we would have got more, but we wasn't really thinking like that.
Yeah, it was more so like we just want to get up out of here. Let's just get our money back and we out, because
I went back in. It was like, is there something I can help you with? I'm like, yeah, what I say, babe? I said.
He was like, this is raggedier than what I thought it would be.
I was like, we're going to have to pass. It's a little more raggedier than I thought.
But look, on top of that, y'all, so I open up the passenger side. I'm like, what's this blue stuff on the floor? The whole windshield wiper system is under the fluid is under the passenger seat. So instead of it being under the hood with all the other parts, where you fill it up, it was under the driver's seat. So literally you could open the door and you see the windshield wiper fluid tank. And basically, if you want to fill it up, you just go under the passenger seat, lift the top up and fill it up. Like, it's not even under the hood where it should be with the engine stuff. It was literally under the seat. So I could go to the store, get some wiper fluid. I got to reach under the passenger seat to lift the top off and pour it in there, if that give y'all a better visual. It was terrible.
We didn't like it. And there were more cons than pros. Again, you guys, we really sat there for a while and we debated, should we do this? Should we still get it? Yes, we're still hungry. Yes, and we're not spoiled from Ryder, you guys. I mean, it does feel good to have that type of truck and things like that.
Especially with that rate.
But I don't want to call it being spoiled, but budget, man. Please, guys, back me up in the comments. Please, somebody with budget, somebody with Ryder. Let's put let's put all that stuff aside. Let's just talk about the equipment. Like, come on, you guys. I've never had Penske before, but budget is that ain't no. I wasn't feeling it at all, y'all.
Nah, and then I'm like, it's hard to get a box truck, but we're not just about to settle for anything. Like, the door was probably like 85 at the door. Like, that's small. It's gonna be hard trying to find loads that fit specifically in that truck. So
yeah, and when they read the measurements, they tried to say it was 7'5", so I think that's 89. But even 89, like, that's limited. I don't have air ride. I don't have a high door. I mean, yeah, I got a lift gate, but I mean, it's just a lot of loads that I know I wouldn't be able to take by having that truck. And then besides, just being a company man and me putting drivers in that type of vehicle, I didn't like the idea of that. I didn't like that.
It was just
our truck was all right. Now that our 2015 Freightliner was way better than that.
Yeah. So we was always thinking that we had the worst truck. We see that it's supposed to be a newer model, and it was worse than the 2015 we had.
Yeah. So we're going back to the drawing board. We are going back home, and we're going to literally go back to the drawing board. I'm considering a lot of different options when it comes to getting a vehicle. It's nothing for me to get another one with Ryder.
Yeah.
I could do that. I could, we could possibly think about, which we are going to. Like I said, we're gonna evaluate everything. We're gonna deeply evaluate renting. We're gonna deeply evaluate the possibility of buying and making payments and different things like that. We're also gonna look at cash options as far as going on these different websites like Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and all these other places, even auctions and things like that. We have a lot of people that I can say that I love about our mentorship is we share sauce. So we might have sauce that we're able to give them, but they're able to turn right back around and give us some sauce as well. And I have quite a few people who have access to auctions and people who have dealership licenses and things like that who can get trucks for the low. So maybe I'll reach out to them for the first time as a serious inquiry of actually buying a truck. So however we do it, y'all know how we gonna do it. We're gonna jig, we're gonna try to finesse, and we're gonna try to do it right, and we're gonna try to do it the most cost efficient way as possible.
All right. So yeah, you guys, I mean, that's just what happened today. Like he said, we're about to head home and reevaluate things, because you know, we looking at that like it's a sign, like, you know, just, you know, take a step back and reevaluate, because yeah, that truck was not it, and it was sad. Like, it was terrible, y'all. I can't make this up. Like, it was terrible. I can't, dude.
They gotta do better, man. And I love budget, y'all, because they got some sweet rates. And I love my budget rental account manager. He know I do. But sheesh, this could have been a location thing. I don't know, but I know next time I go do that, like, I'm gonna have to, you know, before I even waste the 3 hours, because I didn't waste the 3 hours. We actually was able to eat good. I was actually able to link up with one of our subscribers out there as well. Shout out to Taco Weaver.
Yeah.
The meeting was great. I ain't like how you try to put your arm around me. Almost popped the trunk on his
Anyway, so yeah.
No, I just play. You know, it's all love. Man. I can throw that in there. But yeah, we got a chance to do that, and you know, that was lovely. So we got definitely a potential new hire with him if we able to work some figures out and things like that. But we made the trip worth it. But at the end of the day, we turned down the truck, y'all. We decided to go a different direction. There's nothing wrong with that, though. We're gonna always show y'all the good, the bad, the ugly. I got so much more to tell y'all about so much content and so many things that we've been going through lately. I'll give y'all a little sneak peek before we get through. I'm gonna do something about how my driver broke down. I mean, he didn't really break down, but he broke down. I had to get a maintenance guy to come out there, so I'll talk about that. I'll talk about what else we've been going through. Oh, I'll talk about our latest new hire who was supposed to start in this truck that we just got, and we're gonna talk about a lot of different things that I talked about in the live, but I'm gonna break it down in some videos and chop it up for y'all so y'all can appropriately be able to watch that and get that sauce. We're shortened down into, you know, 10-11 minute videos. So we didn't want this to be too long. Y'all know we love y'all. We gotta keep y'all updated, man. We in the car. We got a nice little ride. Only about less than an hour left before we at the crib, and yeah.
I'm like fast. I feel like we be getting home fast too.
Yeah.
But we'll check in with y'all. Be looking out for upcoming content. Thank y'all for supporting us like always and following us through our journey, and you know, for more to come. So thank you guys, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe.
Yes.
Welcome to the family. We need y'all.
Yes. Yes.
But all right,
make sure y'all like, comment, share, all that. Y'all help our algorithm. Make sure y'all always like the videos, y'all. Even when y'all hop into the lives, even when y'all hop into the premieres, hit the like button, man. That one little like goes a long way. So we appreciate y'all doing stuff like that. Shout out to everybody who comments too. That's big. You know, when you guys comment, we're one of the few channels out there who really take the time to always comment back to everyone. So, you know, we're still that same box truck couple that started this with y'all, and we still boys, and we still real humble. So anybody who comments, even with sauce, or anyone who comments with help, advice, anything, or even questions, man, just leave a comment, man. We're gonna answer. You already know what time it is.
Yep. So till next time, peace out.
I've been trucking out the box.